Okay, now I can get back to it. I apologize for this mistake. But other than that, now that we have our quotes presented, the video, the motivation video got into us, I hope this has helped you guys. Hopefully gave you some confidence, more self-belief, something to inspire you more. And now that we're done with that, we can head into trading. Now, what I usually do is I look at Forex Factory, but I already looked at the news, but I would share it with you guys as well, so you guys can see it yourselves. Just give me a second. There we go. There's no news at the moment, so that's fine. We can trade normally. What I do after is I look at currency strengths. Just going to refresh this, see what the currency strength is doing now. Now, by the looks of it, AUD JPY is well, AUD USD is good, Euro USD is good trade. Euro AUD is not bad. But what I would stick with at the moment is AUD JPY and Euro AUSD possibly. Now, by the looks of it, AUD JPY is bearish. Euro USD is bearish. So we would like to go for bearish positions. Okay, I'm just gonna put this. Where can I put this? I'll leave it here, it's fine. Now, as I said, we'll be looking at AUD JPY. At the moment, let me remove my drawings. At the moment, the stochastic's not even our level. We're waiting for it to go on the overbought condition. So as the MACD, but it's not there yet. We're looking at the 5-minute time period. That's why I usually take my trade. But what I do is I use my own strategy, the support and resistance, as well as TMT 2.0. I combine both to trade. Now, what I begin with is I look for support and resistance area. I look for area where it can hit in a high level and bounce back down. Because as we said, we're looking for bearish conditions. And at the moment, okay, that is a well area. No, it's not really, sorry. Okay, this area is better. How do I find support resistance? I look for a strong roof, which is here. That is a strong roof. The market went all the way from here. Hope you see my mouse. All the way from here up to here. It made a strong move towards the upward direction. So this is a strong roof. And now that we have a strong roof, we need to find a strong floor. And here it is. That is I would say a decent strong floor. It's not strong enough as the roof, but that's fine. The market went from here down to here, and it gave a good floor. So we have the roof here, the floor here. So this area is going to be our first area. It's going to look forward into look back to the market now. The market has actually touched our area and is giving us that green label. Even though I haven't done my strategy yet, that could still be potentially a good area to enter because it's giving us the green label. If you guys saw that before me, hopefully you guys took that trade because I missed that. I apologize for that because I was still charting my drawing. Technically, this is my area here. So it's already in the area. The support, the stochastic is almost there. The MACD, not really, but it's looking like a strong area. So potentially it could bounce back from there. Or what I usually do is, I mentioned this in the introduction when I had it this morning at 11:30 a.m. I don't chart only one area. I look at two areas. Now that we have that area, it's going to be good if I find another area that we can look at. Now I need to find another support and resistance area. Okay, the market isn't seem to be giving me that. So go back around here. Okay. This area is well, but it's pretty high up. So potentially it might not hit our area in this session, but it's fine. We will still draw it just to have in case. You never know, it might hit in this session as well. Okay, there we go. This is our second area. And keep in mind, usually, like, I'm just gonna get closer. If the candle, the full candle doesn't close in my area, if it doesn't touch the line or inside the area, the weak point will. And look what it did. The weak point touched my area. It crossed it a bit, but that's fine. But this could be the confirmation that is going to be going down. Otherwise, but I prefer the full candle closing inside my area. But it didn't. The weak point touched. The weak point only did. But potentially can still be could be bouncing back down. But unfortunately, the stochastic is not there yet. The MACD is not yet there. But another thing that I do is to give me a better confirmation is I look at the 30-minute time period, which is almost there, and that could give us a better confirmation that's going to go down. I look at the 30-minute time period, the 45-minute time period, and the 1 hour time period. That gives us a stronger confirmation because then the market makes strong moves and is more likely to be going in our direction. And if it closes there, I would enter that area. The area is from 970 to 006. Okay. The market is starting on a bullish position, but that's fine. We still have 5 more minutes till that candle ends. Could bounce back down. But now the stochastic is there. The MACD is getting there. It's in the 30-minute time period. It's in our area. So it's looking quite strong. If it doesn't bounce back down here, it will bounce back up here. This is our second area. I will draw that now. There we go. The second area is from 134 to 157. Now that we have AUD JPY sorted, we can look at Euro USD. Oh, sorry, Euro USD. There it is. Please let me know if you guys saw that trade. Because there's still 4 more minutes to that candle. So we will see how the candle will close, if we will win it or not. But other than that, Euro USD is also bearish. Just gonna check the currency strength one more time. Yes, it's bearish. AUD JPY is bearish as well. It's still pretty much the same. But at the moment, Euro USD is in an oversold condition. But we're looking for it to go to an overbought condition where we sell it, The MACD is not there yet. So now we can have time to look better at the charts. Now we look for a support resistance, as I mentioned at the beginning. But wow, look at this downtrend that Euro USD did. That's unfortunate. It made a whole massive down move. But we could still look for support resistance in the past. I mean, hopefully we find one. If we don't find one, we might have to avoid that area. Okay, there's one here. That is a strong floor here. I will just mark that area enough to look for a strong roof. Okay, it's not seem to be any other charts there. But this area that I just draw is pretty high up. So I would avoid this. But what we can do now is we can look at different pair because Euro USD is not there yet. I will look at AUD USD. AUD USD made a massive move down as well, but that's fine. Let's look where AUD USD is. It's going towards overbought condition. The MACD not quite yet. But other than that, let's check back at AUD JPY for a second. Okay, at the moment it's bearish. Yep, it's bearish. So, but there's two more minutes for that candle. Let's see how it will end. Now, we need to look for support and resistance area here. Okay. It has a strong floor here. It has a strong floor here. This is another strong floor. This is a strong floor, but it's below our area. So I would prefer looking at this area here. This area. Now we need to find a strong roof for it. Okay. It's not, if I put this a bit lower, it has a strong roof here. And it's still touching our area. Yep, it still is, which is fine. Now I need to draw my area properly. Now I'm going to add one more line to it and draw a rectangle to it so it can be inside the box. This is going to be the area. It's a support resistance area. So what I believe is it's going to hit my area here and then start bouncing back down. It needs to get to overbought condition. The MACD needs to go to overbought condition. And if the purple label comes up as well, that is going to tell us that it's going to be going on the downtrend. That is even better confirmation. So pretty much, but the area so far is pretty far away, but that's fine. I will be drawing one more area. Okay, now we hit the 35-minute time period, and that candle of AED-JPY has closed. Let's see how did it close. By the looks of it, it closed bullish. Okay, that's fine. We had one lesson here. If you guys took that trade, you had a lesson there. That's completely fine. But look at this. It's still close inside my area, and now it's bouncing back down. So potentially, if this closes as a red candle, it technically counts that I hit my area and it bounced back down. But at the moment, we had a lesson on this one. But it's fine. We're going to avoid it. We carry on trading. Now we'll look at AED-USD back again. As I mentioned, it's not near our area. It's nowhere near our area. So I'll be drawing another area where it could bounce back again. Okay, this area is not looking bad. Just going to draw a line on it because it has a decent floor here. So as a roof. That could be our second area. See if there's any other support resistance there. It has a strong floor here as well. So this area is decent. Just need to draw the chart properly now. Just give me a second. I believe it will hit this area. This is the second area, by the way. So you guys keep on note on that. The second area is from 834 till 808. So please note that down. I should be drawing my rectangle area here. Now, potentially, as I said, this is my preferred area. But if it hits here, it can still go back down. Now that we have that in our side as well, we have AED-JPY, AED-USD marked up. You guys have the areas. But now let's look at AED-JPY, sorry. What is it doing so far? It's in an oversold condition. The MACD is not quite there. It's in my area. It's inside my area. So if it bounces back down, now if it closes as a red candle, as I mentioned earlier, technically it still has hit my area. And whoever took that trade, because I didn't pay attention to it, I didn't have time. I was looking at AED-USD. You might win this trade. But so far it's bullish again now, unfortunately. But that's fine. Now we can look at another currency pair because we already charted AED-JPY and AED-USD. But let's refresh our market before we do that. Sorry, our currency strength meter. It's still the same. Euro US is still the same. But what else we can look at is AUD franc is not looking bad. AUD CAD, it's not looking bad. So let's look at AUD CAD. It's looking like a bullish position. Where is it? There it is. We can look at that as well. Okay, it's already on an overbought, an oversold condition. The MACD is nearly there. So potentially can already make a move roughly about here. So keep that in mind. It can make a move there because it crossed our yellow line. And when it crosses it down below it, it's more likely to be carry on going down. And that's what it did right now. But I'll go notification here. I love the fact you reminded me to draw up my zones. No worries. Okay. Okay, still current going down, but that's fine. And guys, keep in mind, as I mentioned earlier, the strong time periods I prefer entering is the 30-minute time period, which is already gone. But our second strong time period is the 45-minute time period. And that is after 6 minutes. So it could make a bounce back up on the next candle. No, after on the 45th minute candle. But now what we can do is look at a strong support resistance area. Okay. Where the market had a strong roof and a strong floor. Okay, just gonna draw this area here, just gonna draw this line. Not sure yet if that's gonna be our area. Because by the looks of it, hope you see my mouse, it had a strong uptrend. The roof of it hit it and it started bouncing back up. And here, it had a quiet, nice floor. It went down, it hit the floor of it and it went up. It touched it again, the floor touched it again and it went up. So I believe this could be our area. It's nearly there anyways. So if this candle at the moment, if it closes red, then I would prefer entering it. I have to jump off now, guys. That's fine. And thank you for joining the session. What we would like to mark up. There's one see here. Okay. Now let's draw our area first of all. Okay, just give me a second. Okay, we've got that area here. Just gonna draw the rectangle on it. So this is our area for AUD CAD, and it's pretty much there. But what I would do is, as I said, if this candle, I'll repeated this one more time so it makes sense. If this candle, the present candle, if it closes red and touches my line or enters the box, then it will start bouncing back up. That's what I believe. And it will be in the 45-minute time period, which will give us a better confirmation. Let's look back to AUD-JPY. What is it doing? Oh, now it's deciding to make a move. But AUD-JPY is looking a bit weird because it touched my area 3 times and potentially now it's making a bounce back down. But that's fine. We have had one loss today, one lesson, sorry. AUD-USD is not near our area, but what I would look at the moment is AUD-CAD. There's 3 more minutes to it, and keep in mind, it just touched our area. And what I said earlier is sometimes only the weak point of the candle can touch our area and bounce back up. Potentially, this could be already a good area, but I would prefer waiting for the candle to close and then enter the trade. And if it closes inside my area, in the line or inside the box, then I would enter it. I would prepare my broker as well because it's looking like a strong trend. The stochastic is there, the MACD is there. It has crossed the yellow line. And if it gives us a green label, that's full points. That gives us a huge guarantee that's going to go in our way. Got one notification in the chat. Okay. AUD-JPY. is making a move now. Unfortunately, we missed that opportunity. I mean, if you guys took that trade, it's good because so far you were clearing it, but I didn't took that. AUD is not there, as I said, but let's focus on AUD CAD at the moment because that's the closest currency pair that's near our area. And look, the weak point touched it, and now it seems to be going up. And hopefully it doesn't do that because we would like to see that candle close in our area, touch our line or close in our area. But let's see what's going to happen. There's still 2 more minutes to it. Let's look back at the currency strength, if anything has changed. AUD CAD is still well. It's pretty much the same. Nothing has changed. JPY and USD has been doing very well today. Especially JPY has been in a strong uptrend. There's no news. Okay. As I mentioned, like about 2 minutes ago, even sometimes the weak point when it touches our area can still bounce back up. And by the looks of it, that's what it's doing so far. But if you guys took trades on that, which I didn't, because I missed the opportunity, I believed it would close, the full candle would close in our area. But let's see, there's still one more minute to it. AUD is not there. So what I would do now is, now that we have our areas, I would draw one more pair, one more currency pair to look at. And what I would look at is AD, no, not AD franc, it's not looking well. Euro AUD, that's another area we'll look at. Now that the 45-minute time period has hit, look, it's giving us a green label. So potentially this could be an area where you can take it, even because the weak point touched my area, and it closed as a blue candle. But other than that, I'll be looking at Euro AUD at the moment. ADJPY is making a move. It roughly closed in my area, and I was making a move on the downtrend. And it just crossed the yellow line, and that gives us a confirmation that's going to be going down. A better confirmation. The stochastic is an overbought and is going down now. The MACD are not quite there. ADUS is not even near it. So I would chart Euro AUD at the moment. Now, let me just check back what Euro AUD was. Okay, it is bearish. It's in an oversold condition. But what we would like the market to do, go on an overbought condition, so it can end the trade. And as we usually do now, we look for a support and resistance area. Okay, this is already looking like a great area, because look here, the market went down. It had a strong move, downtrend move. It had a strong flow here. It went up, it crossed it, it went up, and it touched it again. So that is a strong flow. And here we have a strong roof. The market went all the way from here up to here, hit it here again, went down and hit it again. So it has a double strong roof and a double strong flow. So that is looking like a good area, but it's pretty far away. But I would still draw that area, just having in case, because as I said earlier, it might not happen our session, it might happen outside of the session. And if you guys take trades with my strategy outside of the session, please give me feedback, because I would like to know what happened with it, what happened with the trade. Now, that is our first area, support resistance area. I am going to be drawing a rectangle on it. So if this goes up, hits our area, either the line here or inside our box area, it will go down. And if it's the stochastics in an overbought condition, so as the MACD, it's going to give us a better confirmation. But what we can do now is look for a closer area it can get to, because this is a far area. Okay. We need a strong roof because I already saw a strong flow. Okay, just give me a second. Because as you guys can see, here it has a strong flow, here has a strong flow. And okay, I see the roof there. I saw the roof. There we go. I mean, pretty much it is going to our area. But what I would do is I will still draw this area. Just give me a second. There it is. This is our second area. But my first area, which is this one, is my preferred one. I prefer the market hitting this area, bouncing back instead of hitting this area, because I have more belief in the first area rather than the second one. But it can still hit my second area and then bounce back. The market can do pretty much anything it wants. Sometimes, even if my setup, my strategy is correct, it can still go the opposite way due to the market. It's the 49th minute time period now. Let's look at ADJPY. Look, he made the bounce back down, but he didn't. I'm going to go back to it just in a second. Just want to see the areas here. Euro, AUSD, USD. No. Hold on. Okay, Euro AUD is almost there. AUD CAD is bullish at the moment because remember, it touched my area. The weak point of the candle touched it, and I was going on the uptrend. So if you guys took that trade, you could have won this one by a couple of points. You could have won that by a couple of points. But other than that, as I said, AUD USD is not there. ADJPY already made the move, but we missed the opportunity because look what it did here. It touched my area a couple of times before bouncing back down. It touched it here, touched it here, touched it here, and then it started bouncing back down. So there was 3 candles that were unfortunate, but that's fine. We had one lesson so far today. Let's look at AUD CAD. Okay, now it seems to be going down. So ladies and gentlemen, if it touches my area here again, I believe it will carry on going up. Let's look at Euro AUD. Okay, it's there at the moment. It's a green candle, but it's not, the stochastic is not there, neither is the MACD. I mean, the MACD is almost there, but I would prefer, as I said, my first area is my preferred area. The second area, not quite. So it potentially could still bounce back down. We will see that. I want ADJPY. Great. That's awesome. That's awesome. Let's look at ADJPY. You took the trade. That's great. Now let's look at AUD, Euro AUD. So it's pretty risky here. It is pretty risky because my second area is not my preferred area. So personally, I wouldn't take that trade. I would wait for it to hit my first area. But if you guys would like to take it, it's on you. Because as I said, it's not my preferred area. I'm repeating this a couple of times so it can make sense to you guys. First area, preferred area. Second area, not preferred area. Now that we have that in mind, okay, it's giving us a green label. But now what the marking can do is, another thing that I do is, I forgot to mention it, I look for pullback areas. As well as I look, the fact that I look at support resistance, TMT 2.0, and I also look at pullbacks. So potentially this could be a pullback area, roughly about here. Just gonna look back at the market. It had similar moves. Yes, it did. Roughly about here, it had similar moves. So what I believe is the market could make a bounce back up on the next candle. Or another thing that could be is, because as I said, the hourly time period has really strong moves. So what this can do is, the next candle, it could be red as well, and touch our area, still be inside the area, then start bouncing back up. or it could already, the pullback area could still be the one that could make a bounce back up, because as you see, it's in my area. I have 2 notifications in the chat. Yes, excitement. It's great to see it. AUD/USD, no. I mean, to be fair, bad looks of it, AUD/USD is not going to hit our area in this session, realistically, unless the market makes big moves. This is the pullback area for AUD/JPY. It's going to draw it right here. There's still 2 more minutes to it. I mean, it already has hit our area, so potentially the next candle could be green. But what I would prefer is wait on the hourly time period. Now let's look back at Euro AUD. It's in our area. As I said, it's not my preferred area. I would personally avoid it. And look here, ladies and gentlemen, AUD CAD made the move. The weak point touched my area. The full candle didn't enter it, but the weak point did. And now it's going on a bounce on an uptrend, which I predicted. If you guys took trades there, it's good. I'm happy for that, because you guys would have won those trades. Now let's look back at, oh no, not AUD/USD. Okay, pullback. It's nearly there, but my hourly time period is the preferred one to enter it then. AUD CAD, it's already made a move, but if it bounces back down again to my area, I would still enter it. Euro AUD is there. And remember, as I said, it can still make its move there, but I would prefer waiting on the hourly time period. Euro USD, no, I forgot to draw charts there. But now there's still 5 more minutes to the hourly time period. So now that we have 4 areas, I provided 4 currency pairs with a couple of areas. I think pretty much that's enough. And look, right here is making this move. Already is making a move. But let's see how the candle will end, because there's still 5 more minutes to it. The currency strength, it's going to reload it. There we go. Pretty much the same. It hasn't made any big changes. And to be fair, I haven't spotted any changes, if I'm being realistic. Still the same. Okay, Euro AUD has lost 1 bar, which is not looking well, because we're looking at Euro AUD as well. But that's fine. And look, it's bullish at the moment. But if this candle closes blue inside our area, even though it's not my preferred area, I would still take that trade, because the hourly time period gives me a strong confirmation. I've used this strategy before with the hourly time period, and most likely it goes towards my direction that I predicted. And AUD/JPY, now if it closes here, I would take that candle as well on an upward direction. So please keep notes on the areas that I provided. The pullback area for AUD/JPY is from 796 till 825. Now, AUD franc, no, we're not looking at that, sorry. AUD CAD has already made this move and is a green label at the moment. So if you guys saw that, it's well. Euro AUD, the area that is in right now is from 400 to 426. So as I said, I'll be looking at Euro AUD and AUD/JPY. I would leave the rest for now. I would focus on these 2 areas. I would have them on my broker, AUD/JPY and Euro AUD. However, I'm more confident in AUD/JPY rather than Euro AUD. But if you guys would like to take only one trade, fair enough, that's on you. But I have a strong belief towards both, but more into AUD/JPY. So keep in mind, if this closes in my area, I will take it. If AUD/JPY closes in my area, I will take it. The weak point is already hit there. So let's see what's going to happen. There's 2 more minutes to the end of the candle. Okay. Let's just check back at AUD/USD. No, nothing. But it's an oversold condition. So potentially it could be a pullback area, but let's leave it for now. Let's focus on Euro AUD and AUD JPY. JPY, AUD JPY is still in our area. Hopefully it closes there so we can take that trade. Euro AUD, it has crossed our area, but that's fine because it's close to it. It's close to my area. It can still make a bounce back down from there. Or what you can do is, as I said, because my first area is preferred and I believe it's a stronger area, it might not bounce back down here. It might bounce back up here when it hits here. But we're going to see if you guys would like to take a trade on that. You can. But let's see, because it's not near the overbought condition. The MACD is nearly there, I would say. But the hourly time period is in 30 seconds. So keep that a note. Euro AUD is in our area, is still in our area. AUD JPY is in our area. Okay, let's see. I'll repeat this one more time before it hits the 1 hour time period. My first area is preferred. My second area, I'm not that confident in. But AUD JPY, I believe will make a bounce back there, bounce back up. AUD JPY is bullish and Euro AUD is bearish. Let's see what we will do now. Okay, now we have entered that trade. Let's see what the market is going to do. Look at this, it's starting good. It is starting good. Euro AUD is starting good. AUD JPY is starting well. But let's not overexcite it, because at the beginning, usually candles can make a big move and it can get people excited. You might say, oh, I'm going to win it, I'm going to win it. But realistically, there's 5 more minutes to that candle, to both candles. So let's see. Please give me feedback if you guys took trades on that. If you haven't, that's fine. Because we already had one person cleared AUD JPY. So there could be 1-0 for the day. Personally, had one lesson. Okay. It's looking well. It is looking well so far. Euro AUD, surprisingly, is making a quite well move, even though it wasn't my preferred area. But as I said, it could still bounce back down from there. Let's see, there's 4 more minutes to it. Let's look at the currency strength. Okay. Still the same. Unfortunately, Euro AUD is close to each other, which we did see earlier. It's quite risky, but that's fine. I still believe it will go our way. AUD JPY is smashing it. JPY is smashing it. So is USD. Wow, Euro AUD is looking very strong there. Let's look at AUD JPY. It lost a bit of strength, but that's fine. I still believe it could be closing bullish. Now, okay. Let's look back at AUD USD. If it's near it, nope, it's not near it, but it's in an oversold condition. Pretty much, it's in a good pullback area, but I would avoid it. For now, I would avoid it. I will look at these 2 areas that I've marked after this session. If you guys would like to take trades, look at these areas. The first area is from 808 to 834, and the second area is 902 till 949. If you guys would like, note it down. You guys can take trades on it. But other than that, AUD JPY, we are winning it so far. Euro AUD, we are winning it as well. But Euro AUD is looking very strong. It's looking quite well. And I mean, I am surprised. The reason is AUD JPY was my preferred area. I believed it would make a stronger move. But what it is doing now is Euro AUD is making a stronger move. That's fine. It's still a win-win situation as long as it closes bearish and as long as AUD JPY closes bullish. And look, it's gaining more strength now. it is looking well. It is looking well. And if we win both of these trades, let's see what, just cleared Euro AUD. Amazing, amazing. I think that's 2-0 for you, isn't it? Just gonna look back. Yes, you just have cleared 2 trades for the day, and that's amazing. And this is my first session. Keep in mind, this is my first session, and our day is starting well. So that's amazing. Let's see if you close in our areas, and if they do, we would end our day with 2 cleared positions and 1 loss. It's pretty well. It's looking well. The markets are strong. I remember what I said earlier. The 30-minute time period, 45-minute time period, and the hourly time period have strong moves. And what did the hourly time period did? We entered it exactly on the hour, and now it's going towards our direction. And it has a strong candle. So does ADJPY. So pretty much my strategy was correct. Everything was there. The stochastic was there. The MACD, not quite, but that's fine. It hit our area, the support and resistance. It didn't give us the label, the green label, but that's fine because we got support from the hourly time period. And look, we have just closed the trades. And if you guys took actions there, you could have cleared ADJPY as well as Euro AUD. It's great. So we have had 2 clears and 1 loss for the day, 1 lesson. Pretty much, now that we have that through, let's just look back at AUDUSD. No, I'll keep on looking back at AUDUSD because I have this thing in mind, it will make a massive move because I've seen that before. Make a massive move like candles like this, but it hasn't because it's still in the same position. But other than that, ADJPY has made this move. It's hitting the area back again, but now what I would do is I would avoid ADJPY because it's already made its move. Euro AUD, it's looking like it's going to hit the area again. I would avoid it as well. And now that we have that through, and look at AUD CAD, ladies and gentlemen. The weak point of this candle touched my area, and it has been going on a good uptrend. It went up by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles, bullish candles. That is amazing. That is satisfying. I didn't take trades there. I missed my opportunity, my own opportunity. I missed it. But that's fine. If you guys managed to take trades there, it's good because you could have cleared it. But other than that, I am done for the day. I don't like to overtrade. And what we have done now is we have ended our day with 2 winning trades and 1 loss. Sorry, 1 lesson. It's a win-win situation. Thank you. You're welcome. I hope you guys have enjoyed my session. I hope you guys have gained a bit of knowledge from the quotes that I presented from the video. And hopefully you guys have had a winning day as me. And pretty much, thank you for your time. And I will see you next time. Take care. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Thanks. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Okay, now I just need to close it. Okay, stop recording.